Golda Meir, the Iron Lady of Israel. Hello, friends. Welcome to another inspiring story podcast. Today, we travel through the extraordinary life of one of the world's most influential women leaders, Golda Meir. This is not just the story of a politician, it is the story of a little girl who faced poverty, fear, war, and enormous responsibility, yet rose to become one of the most powerful women in the world. Let's begin. In the year 1898, in the city of Kiev, then part of the Russian Empire, a baby girl was born. Her name was Golda Meir. Her family was poor, life was difficult, anti-Jewish violence was common, and many families lived in fear. Golda's father often worried about protecting his family. Sometimes he would board up the doors and windows because he feared attacks from violent mobs. Little Golda watched all this. While other children dreamed of toys, she dreamed of safety. While other children worried about games, she wondered why people hated each other. These experiences shaped her future. In 1906, when Golda was just 8 years old, her family emigrated to the United States. They settled in the city of Milwaukee. Life improved, but it was still not easy. Her parents worked hard to survive. Golda attended school and quickly developed a love for learning. She was especially interested in history, politics, and social justice. Even as a child, she displayed leadership qualities. One day, she noticed that some students could not afford textbooks. Instead of ignoring the problem, she organized a fundraiser. She was only a child, yet she was already finding ways to help others. People began to notice her determination. As a teenager, Golda developed strong opinions about society and politics. She believed that everyone deserved dignity. She attended meetings, read books, and discussed ideas passionately. Sometimes her parents worried she was becoming too involved in political activities, but Golda was not interested in living a quiet life. She wanted to make a difference. She wanted to help build a better future for her people. During these years, she became interested in Zionism, the movement supporting a homeland for Jewish people. Many believed that Jewish people needed a place where they could live safely and govern themselves. Golda embraced this vision wholeheartedly. She believed that dreams become reality only when people are willing to work for them. In 1921, Golda and her husband Morris Meyerson moved to the region then known as Palestine. Life there was extremely challenging. The land was difficult to cultivate. Resources were limited. People worked long hours under harsh conditions. Yet Golda never complained. She believed she was helping build something historic. She worked on a collective farm called a kibbutz. Every day involved hard labor, but she welcomed the challenge. She believed leadership begins with service. As years passed, Golda became increasingly active in public affairs. She joined labor organizations and worked tirelessly to improve conditions for workers. Her ability to speak clearly and passionately attracted attention. People listened when she spoke. She wasn't famous yet. She wasn't powerful yet, but she was becoming a respected voice. The world was changing rapidly. The horrors of the World War II shocked humanity. Millions of lives were lost. Among the greatest tragedies was the Holocaust. The suffering deeply affected Golda. She became even more determined to help create a secure future for Jewish people. In 1948, a historic moment arrived. The modern state of Israel was established. Golda played an important role in the events surrounding independence. She traveled, negotiated, raised funds, and built support. At a crucial moment, she helped secure resources needed for the young nation. Her dedication earned widespread respect. After independence, Golda entered government service. She became a diplomat. Later, she served as Minister of Labor. Then she became Foreign Minister. In each role, she worked tirelessly. She traveled around the world, representing Israel. Many leaders admired her honesty. Others disagreed with her policies, but almost everyone respected her determination. Golda was known for her straightforward style. She did not use complicated language. She spoke directly. She preferred action over grand speeches. People often described her as practical and fearless. She once said that she never did anything alone. She believed great achievements come from collective effort. As years passed, Golda became one of the most recognizable political figures in the world. At a time when few women held positions of national leadership, she was breaking barriers. Young women everywhere saw her as proof that leadership was not limited by gender. In 1969, a major turning point arrived. Golda Meir became the Prime Minister of Israel. She was one of the first women in modern history to lead a nation. The responsibility was enormous. The challenges were immense. The world was watching. As prime minister, Golda faced difficult decisions every day. The Middle East remained a region of tension and conflict. Diplomatic challenges were constant, security concerns were ever present, yet she continued to lead with confidence. She understood that leadership often requires making difficult choices. Then came one of the greatest tests of her career. In 1973, the Yom Kippur War erupted. The attack surprised Israel. The nation faced a serious crisis. Golda and her government had to respond quickly. The pressure was enormous. Every decision carried tremendous consequences. For days, the future seemed uncertain. The war eventually ended, but many questioned whether the government could have prepared better. Criticism grew. Investigations followed. Golda accepted responsibility as a leader. Although she was not personally blamed for every failure, she understood the importance of accountability. In 1974, she resigned as prime minister. It was a difficult moment, yet she left office with dignity. Many leaders spend their lives seeking power. Golda viewed leadership differently. For her, leadership was responsibility. It was service. It was sacrifice. She believed that public office was not about personal glory. It was about helping people. Even after leaving office, Golda remained a respected international figure. People wanted to hear her thoughts. Students studied her speeches. Historians debated her decisions. Supporters praised her courage. Critics questioned some of her policies, but everyone agreed on one thing. Golda Meir had left a lasting mark on history. As she grew older, her health declined, yet her spirit remained strong. She continued to reflect on the challenges and lessons of her life. She understood that history is rarely simple. Leaders face impossible choices. Successes and mistakes often exist side by side. In 1978, Golda Meir passed away. She was 80 years old. The world remembered a woman who had traveled an extraordinary journey, from a frightened child in Eastern Europe, to an immigrant in America, to a pioneer in Palestine, to a founder of a nation, to one of the world's most influential women leaders. It was a remarkable life. What can we learn from Golda Meir's story? We learn that difficult beginnings do not determine our future. We learn that courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite fear. We learn that leadership begins long before titles and positions. It begins with responsibility, service, and commitment. And we learn that one determined individual can influence the course of history. Thank you for listening to today's podcast story. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with friends and family. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and remember, great leaders are not born